welcome in our guest who'll solve your stock-related queries. Vishnukant Upadhyay, AVP Research at Master Capital Services, and Rajesh Agarwal of AUM Capital now joining in. Gentlemen, both of you, thanks so much for joining in today. The first question, and this one is coming in on, as we've spoken quite a bit about over the last few sessions on Ashok Leyland. Now, one of those counters which had started to see some good moves as crude oil prices receded. But now, yet again, with the geopolitical crisis, it will be something to watch. Shankar is already holding 1,500 shares of the counter at 155, wants to add more. But for a short duration, what would you recommend here, Vishnu? Good afternoon. We've seen that, on the fundamental factors, crude oil prices spike yet again. Do the charts reflect that volatility?
Hi, Puneet. A very good afternoon. If you look at a technical chart, prices are forming a sort of inverse head and shoulder kind of pattern. But yes, still it is trading below. It's a very crucial 200 exponential moving average. I believe as long as prices are trading above 150, 149 sort of levels, one can consider buying with a potential gain toward 167, which if broken decisively, the next target will be somewhere around 177, 178.
178, got it. The next question, and this is from Kavita, who's from Bengaluru. On Canara Bank, she has 60 shares bought at 158. Wants to know if she should still continue to hold this counter or switch out and invest in something like SBI. Rajesh, good afternoon and welcome to the show. Would you recommend her to switching out right now out of Canara Bank? It's one of those PSU banks that has seen some deceleration from the highs, but overall the basket continues to be in focus today.
Good afternoon, Puneet. Good afternoon, Vishnu. You said it right. The basket is in focus today, while the bank Nifty is down, private sector index is down, but PSU banking index is up, and that's a divergent trend, I would say. But if you look at the numbers starting from Indian Bank, when they came out numbers around 10 days back, and then Bank of Maharashtra followed by PNB and all those PSU banks are giving very decent numbers. And this is an indication that times have changed in the entire PSU space as such. The balance sheets have been cleaned, credit offtake has increased, and IMs have increased. They have become aggressive in their businesses. So I think continuing with PSU Bank is a good idea. If you have a medium-term horizon for maybe 6 to 9 months, I think Canara Bank is also good. SBI being a large cap, no doubt, it's the best out of that. But Canara Bank can be held. If you want to put new money, you can put in SBI. But switching is not recommended at this point of time.
Got that view, Rajesh. And you'll also see, of course, the big SBI AMC IPO coming tomorrow, SBI funds, of course. And that benefit also will be visible in SBI numbers too in this year sometime around. So watch out for all of those aspects too. And good advice coming in from Rajesh. The next one is on PFC. Srinivas Rao has been holding these shares at 425, asking if he can still continue for the long term. Rajesh, let me come back to you. The merger process largely, getting at the fag end of things, but would you recommend him to continue holding PFC?
Of course, the kind of government's focus in increasing power in our country, the capex going around, and the direct beneficiaries are company like PFC and REC. REC, of course, is going to be merged into PFC. The dividend yield is around 5%, trading at less than 1 times price to book, with good order book. Even the asset quality has improved a little bit from what it was in the past. So I think at these 410, 420 odd levels is a good hold. By any chance it comes to around 380, it would be an add at that point of time. For somebody holding it, one can continue to hold it.
Got that view. And viewers, you can also call us on the landline numbers that are flashing on the top of your screen right now. Speak to our guest for your stock-related queries. But the next one's on Cupid. Radhakrishnan from Bengaluru is asking if what's a good target to watch out for over the next few months. But Vishnu, this has been a rank outperformer, right? Today seeing some pullback, but is the moment expected to continue?
Definitely. It has been a little overstressed, but for last few trading sessions, it has been, consolidating in a very thin horizontal band of 225 on the higher side, while 197 on the lower side. And the good thing is that the prices are gradually correcting towards the lower range value. So I believe as long as it is trading above, it's a short-term moving averages that is 21 and which aligns somewhere 185. One can consider buying in the stock on the higher side. I'm expecting 250, 260 sort of levels can't be ruled out in short term.
Correct. And that was also Nand Gopal's query. So hopefully that answers your question, Nand Gopal, as well. Next one coming in, and this is part of the, we've seen the demerger as well go through for Vedanta. A few companies listed, or most of the companies, all of those companies listed now. But Dilip wants to know about Vedanta Iron at roughly around 29.5 is what he's holding at. He wants to know if he should continue to hold his 600 shares for the long term. Rajesh, just in terms of the listed entities, a lot of focus on the aluminum business, but how are you looking at the iron and steel business as well?
See, iron and steel business as such is doing good. The electro-steel business, which was previously merged into Vedanta as a whole, has been demerged into Vedanta Iron and Steel. They have some iron mines too. The correction which we are witnessing at this point of time is basically for two reasons. After the listing, the stock has gone circuit to circuit, given a massive rally. And if I'm not wrong, this stock has been moved into ASM. That's why we have seen volumes going down and a correction coming in. For somebody ready to hold for a long period of time, by long, at least 1 year down the line, I think 40, 45 would be a decent target.
40, 45 would be a decent target. Got it. But Rajesh, also on Sansera Engineering, let me stick with you because Bindu from Hyderabad has actually bought these shares at 2480. So she bought it after some good moves. But from there also, you've seen another very strong 30% move as well. So she's sitting in good gains. We had a big brokerage note actually come in from Goldman Sachs on the auto ancillary space. And Sansera was one of the big picks. Hence, you're seeing a good reaction on the stock today as well. But Rajesh, there's a lot more getting unpacked apart from auto ancillaries. The aerospace division now coming into fruition. Should she continue to hold since she's bought it at good attractive levels?
Yes, she bought it at attractive levels, no doubt on that. But the valuation at this point of time has become somewhat stretched. Around 3,500 odd levels, I would suggest booking at least partial profit. So her acquisition costs come down. And then she can continue to hold, maybe book at least 20% of your holding. That would be better at around 3,500.
3,500, got it. The next question is on Bank of India. We discussed a few with Rajesh on the PSU banking space that are doing well. But Krishna is holding these shares at 137, asking if he should still continue to hold this counter right now. Vishnu, would you recommend that? What should he do with the 75 shares?
Yes, undoubtedly, prices are in a rectangle formation, and it is giving an early sign of initiation of a bullish journey. So I believe as long as prices are maintaining above 140, one can consider buy or one can do averaging as well if someone is already have this stock in the portfolio from the higher level. So this is a very good point to accumulate the counter. I believe on the higher side, 168, 172 kind of levels will be definitely on card in short term.
Got it. Well, let's go to our first call for today. This one's coming in and dialing in from Ghaziabad. प्राण जी डायल करें स्टॉक रिलेटेड क्वेरी के लिए. प्राण जी, वेरी गुड आफ्टरनून. शो में आपका स्वागत है.
सर,
कैसे मदद कर सकता हूं?
हमारी क्वेरी इज रिगार्डिंग बजाज हिंदुस्तान शुगर. आई बॉट 18,000 शेयर रिसेंटली रिजल्ट.
ओके,
दैट इज ऑन नेट प्रॉफिट. कंपनी टर्न अराउंड हो गया था. तो उसके बाद से चल नहीं रहा, मतलब 17 तक आ गया. उल्टा बढ़ना चाहिए था, गिर गया.
अच्छा,
तो मैं और भी लेना चाह रहा था इसको वैसे नीचे में.
हाँ जी.
कभी तो किसी टाइम तो लीडिंग कंपनी थी इंडिया की. क्या ये इसका कुछ भविष्य टर्न अराउंड दिखता है? मतलब इतना स्टोरी भी चल रही है, सब चल रही है.
गॉट इट. एंड प्राण जी, आपका सवाल समझ गया मैं. बट राजेश जी, क्या रेकमेंड करेंगे आप प्राण जी को? उन्होंने बजाज हिंदुस्तान लिया है. जैसे उन्होंने कहा कि पुरानी कंपनी है. रिजल्ट्स आई डोंट नो आपने देखे कि मैंने नहीं देखे थे, बट आपकी राय क्या रहेगी इस पे? क्या उनको कंटिन्यू करना चाहिए, होल्ड कर दे, या कोई दूसरा स्टॉक लेना चाहिए?
रणवीर, ऐसा है कि आपने सही कहा, एथेनॉल की स्टोरी है, बहुत पुरानी कंपनी है, टर्न अराउंड हुआ है, बट बहुत बुरे दिन देखे हैं कंपनी ने. और एक क्वार्टर के रिजल्ट्स पे ये नहीं कहा जा सकता है कि कंपनी के फॉर्च्यून्स बदली हो गए। तो आपने बड़ा पैसा 18,000 क्वांटिटी ऑलरेडी ले ली है और क्वांटिटी ऐड करने के लिए मैं नहीं कहूंगा। आपको शुगर की अगर स्टोरी प्ले करनी है, एथेनॉल की स्टोरी प्ले करनी है, तो आप थोड़े से जो अच्छी कंपनियां हैं उसके साथ रहें तो कम से कम आपका रिस्क कम रहेगा। जैसे बलरामपुर चीनी है या ईआईडी पैरी है, इनको चुने बेहतर होगा। यहाँ मैं समझता हूँ थोड़ी सी क्वांटिटी कम कर लें जब भी उछाल आए।
विष्णु, मैं आपकी भी एक राय लेता हूँ इस स्टॉक पे, बिकॉज जैसे राजेश जी बता रहे कि कोई भी उछाल पे थोड़ा क्वांटिटी कम करे। एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम आपको कोई दिख रही है उछाल आते हुए चार्ट्स पे? आई नो बहुत बहुत पुरानी स्टोरी है, बट जस्ट बिकॉज वो प्राण जी ने बहुत सारे शेयर लिए हुए हैं, कोई आपको दिख रहा है इसका कोई आउटकम?
देखिए पुनीत जी, अभी तो फिलहाल मेरे को कोई उछाल आता हुआ नजर नहीं आता है। इवन मैं कहूंगा कि डाउन साइड में ये 16.5 और 16 रुपये, ये जो कि इसकी जो प्रीवियस जो तेजी है उसका लगभग 78% का एक फिबोनाची रिट्रेसमेंट है, वहां तक एक बार आ सकता है। सो लेट्स कीप द फिंगर क्रॉस। यदि कोई राइस मार्केट में आता भी है 18.50 और 19 के आसपास का, तो डेफिनेटली राजेश सर ने जैसा सजेस्ट किया है लिक्विडेट करने का एटलीस्ट 50% पोजीशन, तो वहां हमको डेफिनेटली करना चाहिए। और ईआईडी पेरी और बलरामपुर चीनी डेफिनेटली आल्सो ऑन माय कार्ड, तो वहां एक बार ये माइग्रेट कर सकते हैं अपनी पोजीशन।
Got that view, Vishnu. But next question coming in, and this one's from Pranjal Gowda, who's from Mandya. Wants to know about the wealth, the water as well as the water management sector. He wants to invest 1.5 lakh rupees for the next 3 years. Anything that you like, Rajesh, in this? The VA Tech, Wabags, Eon Exchange, anything from this space that you like that you would still buy into for the next 3 years?
Only you said both the names which I was going to say, Ion Exchange and Guatemala. Guatemala is an Indian multinational company doing very well, not only in India, but in international markets too. Order book is very strong, the kinds of government focus and the kind of water shortage that's being talked about because of data centers and all is going to help these kind of companies. And Ion Exchange is trading below their book value, doing very well. It has corrected quite a lot from its high. If I'm not wrong, almost 40-50% correction it has witnessed. So there is a lot of room left. The only problem with Ion Exchange is the volumes are very low, but for an investor, volumes doesn't matter because they are basically for traders only. So both are on a buy list for a long-term horizon.
Got that view, Rajesh. But the next one, and this one, Gabriel India, it's another counter that has done very well. When you look at beyond the mid 2025s, where they announced the unlisted companies to come back into the listed entities, and then you've seen that run up from 400 all the way up to what the current levels that you're seeing. But Sabita has actually bought these shares at 1070. Vishnu wants to know if the trend continues. I also have to let you know because the results are tomorrow. So would you trade in this current range, or the momentum should continue, Savita should continue to hold? What's your opinion?
Well, Puneet, so the entire auto insurance pack is doing extremely well. And the good part is that the stock is enjoying the sectoral tailwind as well. And we are continuously witnessing every rise in the prices is being accompanied by a healthy volume. If you see at today's 5% gain in the stock has also been accompanied by a very good volume. So I believe on the higher side, prices should remain in a bullish trajectory. On the higher side, I believe 1600, 650 sort of levels can't be ruled out. So if someone already have this counter, so please keep trailing stop loss below 1290 and keep enjoying the rally.
Got that view, and most certainly the rally has been one that's been very enjoyable for all existing shareholders as well. The next one, and this one's on Apollo Microsystems or Shriram Finance. Either of those is a good time to enter, Vishnu, is the question from Bala Subramaniam. What's a better pick in the near term?
Well, so Apollo Microsystem is currently technically, chartically, if I look, just consolidating in a very thin horizontal band of 379 on the lower side, 448 on the higher side, in fact. So from the risk reward point of the view, prices are trading currently very close to its lower range value, that is 380. One can go long with keeping the stop loss below 175, while on the higher side in short term, 440, 442 kind of levels can be seen. While a second stock you mentioned, Shriram Finance, right?
Got it. Well, let's now start the rapid fire round in this edition of the show. Viewers as well as Rajesh and Vishnu, you know the drill. Keep your answers as short as possible. First question from Hyderabad. Lakshmi is holding on to Balakrishna Industries at 2050. Rajesh, since entry into the two-wheeler space, the stock's actually not done well. Would you recommend that she should continue to hold, but what's your opinion?
Continue to hold.
The next one coming from Rakesh, who's from Vijayawada. He's holding on to 11,200 shares of Sagility at 41. I think results this week as well, Rajesh. What's your opinion on the stock?
After result, try to reduce your quantity.
Got it. The next one's from Rajesh from Hyderabad. He wants to know between BSC and HDFC AMC, what's a better pick for the next 2 years? Rajesh, what would you recommend?
BSC.
BSC, got it. The next one's Apollo Microsystems. Srinivas Rao has bought these shares at 128 once and almost 3 years ago. So he's sitting on good gains. Should he continue to hold, Rajesh, since it's bought at such attractive levels?
Continue to hold.
Also on TD Power, bought at 1279. Vishnu, what would you recommend? Our viewers sitting on losses currently. Should he continue to hold?
Currently hold with a stop loss below 1070.
1070, got it. Pawan has bought into NSDL for the long term, holding shares at 1,000 rupees. Should he buy more, or Rajesh, would you prefer CDSL? What's the better pick?
I would prefer BSC.
You would prefer BSC?
NDTV, add BSC.
At BSC, okay, got it. The next one coming in, and this one's on First Source Solutions. Our viewer has bought these shares very recently. Vishnu wants to know what he should do with this counter now. What's your opinion?
That's a FSR, right?
Yes.
Yes, one can hold the position.
And the next one coming in on SW Solar. Our viewer is holding currently at a 20% loss. He's not mentioned his buying price, but mentioned that he's at a 20% loss right now. Should he continue to hold here, Rajesh?
Try to exit.
Next one on Pheniotex Chemicals. Our viewer Murli has bought these shares at 26. Stock's currently trading at 40 odd. Rajesh, should he continue to hold?
Book profit.
Book profit. Okay, got it. The next one coming in, and it's on Trent. Venkat has bought these shares at 2765. Asking a 3-year view, Rajesh.
Add.
Okay. The next one on Happiest Minds. Raja has bought these at elevated levels at 872. Any strategy here that you can recommend, Vishnu, if he should still, because he's almost down 50% odd, what should he do with his holding now?
The breakout will take place only above 420. If prices manage to settle the day above that level or week above that level, one can enter position, as long as currently prices are looking little dicey.
Dicey, got it. Well, that was the last question of the rapid fire, but Vishnu as well as Rajesh, thanks so much for helping us solve almost 85 queries. This is of course of both the shows, but thanks so much for helping us solve all these queries, Rajesh as well as Vishnu. Appreciate your inputs today.
Thank you.